I know. It's a decent moustache. Very decent. It's not quite the it's very timed for that era. Only step further would be if it was the mutton chops. That would put it over the edge. The library no longer exists. You find multiple libraries in the area. According to the website for the library system in Miami, the building where it once sat now is now the Miami Print Museum. Searching for the Miami Print Museum, you come across their website. It states their hours and lists of exhibits. The building is very small, admission is free, and they only have a room for a few different displays. One of the exhibits in their courtyard, which includes a fountain as well as a statue of an unknown author. The picture has been added to your evidence. Another is a printing press that was used by the Miami Sunday, a now defunct weekly newspaper. The last is the original print of Cuba by Cubans, an art book. Alright, let's have a look at the other piece of evidence. Okay. An unknown author. Okay. Definitely something there. The Miami Sunday has no records that you can find online or in the periodical search. It merged with another periodical that became the Miami Mercury Sunday, which folded only after a year. Okay, let's... the Miami Mercury Sunday was a newspaper that only lasted a year, from 1949 to 1950. You find a small website about quirky printing history facts that mentions the Miami Mercury Sunday was the outcome of merging two smaller failing newspapers. This resulted in one larger failing newspaper, which was only notable to the author because by combining the names in the way they did, it was tied to the longest title for an American newspaper at the time, with a newspaper in Jefferson, Texas. I think this may be a red herring. Ugh. You can tell nobody's been... Okay. Cuba by Cubans. It's a book of paintings. It's credited to Marcia Barban. At first glance, it doesn't seem related to your search in any way. Okay. Alright, let's go. Oh, crap. Just to be sure. Oh, get stuffed. Okay, Marcia Barban. It's still... Okay, I get the picture. It's not part of our search. Wow. Brutal much? Okay. No, that's the same thing. Okay. What? She's got some beef with the Roottrees family for one reason or another. Alright, we'll come back to that. Okay. Miracle. Hello, Mystic. How are you? Welcome on in. Okay, I know we've read this before. Let's reread it just to refresh our memories. Miracle appeared on the cover of News Time shortly after 5Ps did. He vehemently denied that 5Ps was a Roottrees. The article was from before the DNA test proved it. Miracle doesn't focus much on the details of 5Ps' accusations regarding his mother and Guy Hudson. Instead, he comes across as exhausted at the events that has been going on behind the scenes, as well as the character of those he feels are attacking his family. He starts with 6 pieces of content. He says that although most of the book was based in fact, it left out anything that wouldn't fit the agenda. He points out Sam's daughter still earns a generous salary from overseeing the farm division of Roottrees, and that Sam did the same before her. That Sam's family was not destitute, and that really it was only her son who chose to take up a job with no salary. He claims that they didn't have to. The family helped pay for her son's medical bills after voting that it was the right thing to do. Miracle also says that the story about his father Elias shunning EC, Edward Clancy, was one-sided, leaving out Edward Clancy's blame in the whole thing. Elias gave him a simple ultimatum: stop sinning or be disowned. Miracle says it was EC's own choice, and that Elias allowing him to earn food and shelter on the company's dime was a kindness, especially considering that he and John continued to live together. I'm good, just preparing for D&D now. Ooh, very good. Just about all prepped. He focuses on 5Ps who appeared on the He calls him a grifter and a delinquent, and says he's using their name and products to sell filth to the masses. Of all the accusations, he says this is the most dangerous because it exposes the world to hatred. He cites 5Ps' lyrics as violent, sexist, and ungodly, and prays the boy will repent, retract his lies, and find religion. Lastly, he turns to the future. Miracle states that those that wish to hear the true story can join him on his farewell tour this coming fall. The Miracle's Roottrees are planning on touring the country's churches one last time, and now that at the age of 71, Miracle's the oldest living Roottrees. While he plans to continue preaching at his own church in Butler County after the tour, this is your last chance to hear the truth from the man with the most complete recollection of one of America's most notable families in your own hometown. The article mentions that Miracle's son, Miracle Jr., did not wish to comment, and that has a statement from Clark Rafferty LaRue through the Roottrees law firm. Miracle does not speak for his entire family. We're working carefully on a plan to definitively disprove any claims of infidelity in our family's past. The article also does not refute Miracle's claim that he's the oldest living Roottrees, despite Sam Madsen being born a year before him. Okay, let's go. Miracle's Roottrees. Okay, let's just get rid of that. 3 generations. 3 generations of miracles. Okay. Here I came up with a world ending sort of prophecy that intertwines the players and a Khan, basically a Darth. Okay. And then who wants to rise to godhood through an ancient ritual. The party just received a letter from the... Ooh! That does sound very exciting. Remember this one. Miracle Retreat and his son, who goes exclusively as Miracle Jr., have appeared in the Butler County Times a great deal over the years. The Miracle Network, which is a collection of churches, television shows, and products that can be purchased, has multiple advertisements in each issue. You do find one article mentioning legal troubles. Unfortunately, it's a throwaway line in one of the articles about a tour they plan to make across the southern United States called the 3 Generations of Miracles Tour. The author speculates they're going on tour to leave their legal troubles behind. Because of all the advertisements, the results in the Butler County Times are not particularly relevant for your search. Okay. No, I've done that one. No, excuse me. Plus. Okay, what if the Miracle Network? Nope. Okay, I think this is going to be a dead end. Ah! Let's see what the weather says. It's sure, why not? Okay. Cruelty. Just going back through all the stuff that could potentially be something to look up. I'm no stranger to true love. Jacob and I married at the age that seemed deemed unfit for marriage, but he was also enlisting at an age that seemed unfit for war. We had no choice. I knew it in my heart that our marriage was one for the ages. He and I would still be together if it not for